For those who have seen the Hindi dubbed version of Jersey available for free on YouTube, I feel sympathy for you as probably you may not be aware that the Hindi dub has completely butchered the screenplay of the otherwise perfect Telugu film. From revealing the final act in the very first scene to completely providing different meaning and connotation to impactful scenes, it's a travesty if you have experienced the beauty of Jersey through the Hindi dub. The 2019 Telugu film starring Nani in the lead role titled Jersey caused many waves. The story of one of the most talented prospects who everyone assumed would eventually play for the Indian cricket team due to many accounts of corruption and politics found himself as a 36-year-old unemployed father with little to no hope in his life. The heartbreaking journey and performance in this film resonated with many, especially the sensitive performance showcased by Nani. The moment the trailer of the Shahid Kapoor remake dropped, everyone seemed to be divided mainly due to two accounts. One, the saturation of remakes that exist in the market, and two, holding the original Telugu film very dear and close to their heart. I stepped into the theatre for the Shahid Kapoor starrer with immense skepticism because I thoroughly loved the original film. What did I want from this Bollywood film? Well, I wanted to be surprised. For its treatment to be unique in its own way, for it not to mimic but to feel, and for it to guarantee a roller coaster of an emotional journey despite its familiarity, and boy did it deliver. Focusing on the life of Arjun, a 36-year-old ex-Ranji cricket player portrayed by Shahid Kapoor, and the oscillating journey of forgotten dreams and a lost purpose. Beyond the individual journey of Arjun, what stays paramount and the prime focus of the film are the relationships that are formed along the way. Shahid and his ventures have always fought against the tide of skepticism and negativity. Does the Hindi version of Jersey persevere despite most people thinking it has no chance? Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of the film so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to watch Jersey in theatres or not. The underwhelming aspects: unnecessary background music and language. As the development years of Arjun as a cricketer have been set in Chandigarh, the story has been adapted to completely reflect as if it originates from Punjab. What I loved about the film was that the comedic elements integrated into the screenplay never seemed forced or unnecessary, but the creators hone in on one of my biggest pet peeves regarding funny sequences where they incorporate sound effects to further enunciate that a scene is meant to be funny. This is usually seen in the case when Arjun is surrounded by his freeloading friends that love to drink and pass time during the afternoons. The writing is organic, but the background sound effects never let go. Another case of Bollywood films and a poor man's attempt at Punjabi also exists in this movie. While Jersey is far more superior in terms of its execution of the language compared to Kabir Singh and Sher Shah, I still believe that simply depicting the story in Hindi would connect with the masses more than a half-baked attempt at Punjabi. Lines like "Aisi life nahi chahiye mainu" can be easily replaced with a Shuddh Hindi counterpart and would have had the desired impact. The good. The music. I had raved about the music of the film when it first came out, and boy did it meet the expectations of how it has been placed in the screenplay of the film as well. I absolutely love Sachet Parampara's work in Hindi films. From Kabir Singh, Shiddat to even the exhilarating Tanaji soundtrack, they have just delivered banger after bangers. What I absolutely admire about the music of the film is that rather than halting the proceedings of the story, the music actually contributes to moving the story forward. Maya Menu takes a deep dive of the several milestones both Arjun and Vidya experience in their relationship and family, and Mehram acts as the perfect background score in Arjun's journey of redemption, a journey met with extreme skepticism, standing alone on his own 2 feet like a lone wolf. I love the fact that the creators have held on to the iconic background score composed by Anirudh Ravichandar that perfectly enhances the emotional moments and feats achieved by Arjun, while the entire world, even his biggest supporters, thought otherwise. The sport and indulgence. For anyone who has played sports, whether in school, district, or on a national level, and love to watch Hindi films, you will attest to the fact that there is nothing cringier when creators get the sport and its portrayal entirely wrong. It is such a breath of fresh air when there's a genuine attention to detail that is placed on the sport and its depiction. While Jersey is more about hurdles his relationships undergo along the journey, cricket forms a huge part of the narrative, and the amount of work that has gone into portraying the sequences is as clear as day when you watch this movie. Shahid incorporates the body language, stance, and athleticism required for the sport, and most of Arjun's innings being showcased in real time with long shots and minimum cuts tells you on how they wanted to make Arjun's inherent skill with the sport very believable. The cricket sequence sequences, unlike Jhund, don't weigh down the storytelling and actually account for exciting moments for those especially who have not seen the original, grabbing hold of your attention in wanting to understand what may happen next in the match. The difference between a young Arjun in his prime versus a 36-year-old Shahid who is relatively unfit with a slight belly is also a great attention to detail that makes you invested on this character's journey. Shahid's rendition of Arjun. Nani and what he contributed to the original Telugu version is very dear to many people. The journey of Arjun in 2019 felt personal to many, of being cornered, aimless, and a disappointment in the eyes of those who you love the most. What I wished for this portrayal by Shahid Kapoor was that it doesn't even slightly remind me of Nani, that he makes this his own, just like he did with Kabir Singh. Shahid channelizes the inner turmoil of Arjun with an understated and effective ease that will impact and communicate to you with great conviction. From the trailer, Shahid was hilariously dismissed as channelizing the anger of Kabir Singh even in this world, owing to simply the way he looked, but I can assure you there is not an iota of Kabir that you will see in this movie. His sullen, unkept look, his empty gaze at the distance are all representative of what Arjun is experiencing. The once confident, slightly arrogant and inherently talented man becomes a shell version of himself that he himself can't recognize. Preconceived notions may affect your experience of this film, but if you let the storytelling of Gotham do the talking, you would be unexplainably drawn into the film's journey. I can assure you of that. The relationships and moments. One who has seen the original film would know that more than the individual journey, it is the relationships and the love for the family that really is the essence of Jersey. The film, with as much conviction as the original film, portrays the father-son dynamic between Shahid Kapoor and an endearing Ronit Kamra as Kittu. From the daily morning rituals of getting ready for cricket practice, the contrast of the hopefulness in Kittu's eyes with the sadness in Arjun's demeanor, knowing very well he can't provide the bare minimum. The wonder with which the son sees a father's achievements, bewildered that he is smiling in all his past photos, almost unrecognizable to him. The pride with which one sees them pursuing one's passion, or my favorite, knowing very well that he is in your corner always. Even the scenes which you expect the most from, they deliver with great conviction. Where I think this movie surpassed the original was the oscillating dynamic between Arjun and Vidya, and the father-like figure and mentor-like relationship with Madhav Sharma played by Pankaj Kapur. Shahid and Mrunal share such organic chemistry with one another. Mrunal portrays her frustration of being the breadwinner and her husband's impractical approach to life extremely well. Young love and the progression into responsibilities and compulsions is what many experience. A scene where Shahid's disappointment with the lack of support turns into anger, where your cheerleader dissuades you from your goals, is achingly portrayed. It is, however, Pankaj Kapur and Shahid Kapoor and their moments together that really stay with you. The legend and the conviction with which he plays Arjun's mentor will put an emotional lump in your throat. My favorite scene being getting selected, naturally going in for the hug, only for Pankaj Kapur to say, "Zyada khush nahi hona," but cave in and hug him even more tightly. This completely broke me. These relationships make this journey with the Hindi version of Jersey a memorable one. The respect and love for the original will never go away in my eyes. But the fact that the original director has made this remake stand on its own 2 feet, aided beautifully by a melodious soundtrack and convincing performances, you would be lying to yourself if you said that Jersey did not deliver in all fronts. Shahid's lineup ahead boasts of many original stories across platforms, which may put remakes at bay in his filmography for some time, and we love that. A refreshing change for many, but it's undeniable that he has hit a home run with this film as well. An underdog that consistently proves his mettle yet again. And that was the video, guys. Write down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handles are right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.